Well, thanks for coming to our screening. The other actresses are here with the person that they're playing. I mean, in your case, it's somebody who is basically implicated in what went on, and you can't really involve her. So you weren't able to really talk to her, or
no, not at all. Me and Melissa Leo both play characters who committed crimes, and so they're criminals essentially, and they're not going to be participating in the making of the movie. But for me, it was so exciting to play. I love playing people I don't understand, and who are so far removed from my own reality. So that's what I like to delve into, and this is one of those women. She's sort of on the fringe of society in the sense that first of all, she's a recluse, drugs and alcohol addicted, and a liar, just in the world of her own fiction. So it's really wild. I have 2 scenes, and one you meet her and she's about 25, and then one you meet her 18 years later. So for me, it was almost more challenging, the fact that there was just 2 scenes to create an entire story of where this person is at in her life.
That second scene is so extraordinary because you see her lying, you think she's completely out to lunch, and then there's a glimmer at the end where, wait a minute, she knows exactly what's going on here. I mean, what was it like going through all of that in that last?
It was so spectacular because it was a juggernaut. It was like a Rubik's Cube of a character, but at the same time I want to dress it up as, what does this person do all afternoon? So for 10 years, she's been drinking her $3 wine, and she barely leaves her trailer. So even if you just played a character who was that would be interesting. But couple that with the fact that she's faced with the person she did the most wrong to, who's asking her questions, and you start seeing her unraveling and sort of bouncing around. And it's everything you just said, that I have to play someone who is filled with vengeance, remorse, total lack of responsibility, and out to lunch. At one point she gets distracted by the TV, and at the end you find out what she really is about, and that's that she's manipulative, she's completely self-preserving, like, you know what I mean? So to do all that and in a really organic, seamless way was exactly my challenge, and made me a little bit terrified in the best sense. But those are the best roles, because my whole thing, I'm always after to make something real and honest, and kind of visceral for the audience.
Does acting mean anything? Does it mean something different to you now that you're coming back to it after several years of focusing on music?
Yeah, it's really wild acting now, after I've been doing something, making music, and so fulfilled creatively in a whole other way as a live performer. It's almost made my process, or the experience, much richer, and I feel I have more to offer. I don't know why that is. Well, and also I'm in my 30s, so I have, it's different doing work when you're 20 versus the life experience I have now just goes a bit deeper, and so there's probably a wider range of parts I can play and emotions I can connect with now.
So do you envision a combination, doing movies and music from now on? Or?
Yeah, actually, I very deliberately, when I first started making music and putting my band together and touring, I was very deliberately not going to make movies because I wanted to do everything a young band would, and that meant tour. I basically toured the world over and over to just find my audience, an audience that would stick it out with me for the long haul. And in that time I made 3 records, I've played with all kinds of bands you can imagine. It's been a real dream, but I do everything, I wear many hats in that field. I'm not just a songwriter, band leader, live performer. I think about the business, the t-shirt sales, all this stuff. So to answer your earlier question, actually making movies has been a joy. It's almost been like this torrid love affair coming back to it, because I relish everything about it, especially just focusing on one thing, and that's sort of telling a story and you know, creating a character. It's been a real exciting thing for me. So now, in the future, I'm looking to find a little bit of balance. So I just finished a year-long tour, and now I'll be making movies in the time off. I'll probably make another record, and then it's all just a thing of time management, really. But I'm wide open for more movies to come, and really creating another chapter in my film career in my 30s now. Yeah.
Well, I have to ask if you can tell the story you told at the Q&A about finding your dream role on TV in the TV show Hoarders.
Oh no, that was a joke. It was just to show you my whole life. It's sort of funny because acting is this very mercurial, almost esoteric medium. It's very, you're dealing with energies at the end of the day, and people, when you meet somebody, they have different frequencies, and then all the complexities of human behavior I just find fascinating. So yeah, I've always been drawn to people who can deny different realities, or they contradict themselves. But which story do you want me to tell?
Well, the woman you saw with all the cats.
Well, here's the thing, just to show you what I'm drawn to. Like I said earlier, sometimes people I don't understand. I cannot understand. And a perfect example of this is I don't watch TV very often, but I was watching TV and I watched a show called Hoarders. You know, it's a reality show about people who collect stuff, and they'll literally live in their house, and this is their bed, and there's just stuff everywhere. And there was a lady on there, she's in her 50s, and she had 37 cats. So right there, you're fascinated. This lady has cats all over the place and all this stuff, and she doesn't think this is a problem. So right there, the fact that this person can live in this and not think it's a problem. Then the cleaners came out, because it's actually a health hazard. They start moving their stuff out, and they find dead cat carcasses underneath furniture and piles of stuff and food and in the pantry, and there's cat shit everywhere. And they show her the lady, look, don't you understand? There's a dead cat here. What is it? Do you think you have a problem now? And she goes, because her son is standing there, and she goes, well, if he hadn't, you know, if he just didn't put the TV set right down there, I could have got the dead cat. Like, she blames her son, and that was fascinating to me, is this woman who lives in a world of denial, and you're holding up a dead cat carcass, and she's denying that reality, that she's responsible. So that person, I would want to play that character. But I'd also want to play the femme fatale, or you know, a newlywed, or a newlywed. Yeah, just people who are struggling with different life experiences, and I don't know. It has everything to do with the directors and the storytellers, and if they're open to layers and complexity. Because otherwise I don't even want to bother with it. I'd rather, then you can just be a cartoon if you're going to be one-dimensional.
Right. Well, I hope you get the chance to do that, and yeah, thanks very much.
Thanks for having me.